It's Julie Ziemelis, 365 Hawaii, and
Lance Owens, LUVA Real Estate.
we're here with your February market update using February numbers, but it's March. So here we are. And we're sorry for being a little bit late over here in the Facebook land. But we have big numbers for you today. And a big update on what's going on with the cesspool septic experience as put forth by the state legislature that Lance is fighting diligently for every homeowner on this island.
Thank you.
So where do you want to start?
We'll start with the numbers because we're going to do the cesspool in a separate thing too. It'll be
Right,
available.
we'll
do with numbers. Okay.
We'll hit you a little bit about why we're doing the cesspool thing, and then you guys will shut it off and reopen it again, and that way people on YouTube will get nothing but the cesspool experience and the dirty talk that comes with that. So,
So many people loving to play the words on this one.
okay, so
cool.
let's hear it.
All right, jump into the numbers right away. North Kona residential sales. We are off by 47%.
Wow.
So we sold 70 homes in February last year, and we sold 37 this February. So
Wow, that's yeah, little lack of inventory issue again.
it's 100% lack of inventory issue. So that's it. Jump into condominiums. We sold 52 last year. We sold 47 this year.
Not bad.
So
Yes,
no,
they
that's
were-
not bad. 9% decrease, versus almost 50% on
Yeah,
homes. So what I find interesting is there's typically only been anywhere from 15 to 22 condos on the market. All for the last couple of months. That's been it. And so for us to sell the 47, that means we are getting the inventory in there, right? They're just selling.
They're
just
doling them
selling.
out like little chiclet containers.
Yeah, exactly.
The realtors must be asking everybody, do you have one going on? I'll hold my back. It's like a movie premiere, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first. You sell yours and I'll put mine on.
It could be. I don't know.
No, I think it's called collusion. That would be good.
Oh yeah.
So, with that, since you're out in the world, would you say that I ask this question on a monthly basis? Is this the worst inventory issue you've seen?
Yes.
Is it better? Is it any better than it was last month, or
No.
is it worse than it was last month?
It's worse. Just for the fact I'm seeing a couple of times I checked this month. There's only been 42 homes available.
Up and down the entire West Hawaii?
3-7, yeah. So from the airport to
All the way down
Keller.
South Kona. Okay.
Yeah. So
And as Eric astutely said today, he's helping one or two of our clients. He's looking through the inventory. He's like, okay, that's a dog. That one needs complete remodel. That was overpriced. So what's out there isn't the best stuff either, right?
right. They're gone. They're gone within a few days if it's the best stuff. So,
Yeah.
and you look at overall island wide too. I'm looking at we're at an 8% decrease. So that that's not that much at all, really. If you look at it, looks like other parts of the island do have inventory. I think is what that's kind of showing us is because we more than make up for that 8% versus our 47%.
Yeah, 47%.
So.
Yeah.
Island wide, there's 446 sold this time this year, and then last year was 486. So a total of 40 units different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about pricing.
Pricing, that one kind of blew me away.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
All right, so median price on homes last time this year was $950,000. Median home on prices this year is 1.125, so $1,125,000. So that is up over last month, $100,000, I think, close to it.
Yeah.
And it's $175,000 over last year.
Wow. And that's up 18.42.
18.42%. So.
Okay, that's almost following national trends across big markets in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where it is. People are selling their homes on the mainland and getting their 18% more than they thought they were going to get. They bring it right on over here and spend it.
So it's just monopoly money, like we talked about at this point.
Yeah, and actually, quite a few people that we have looking for homes right now are all in the middle of selling their homes right now. And they are so excited that they're getting all this money on the mainland, and then they come over and they go, "Okay, where's our deal?"
Yeah,
no,
that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So sorry to say, because I know it's difficult. It's not funny. It's hard to deal with, but that is gone. Those days we're kind of the premier area I think that people want.
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah. In fact, Lance and I were just talking today. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. The volcano has stopped pumping out the
did it stop
fog.
again?
Yeah, so
or
we
is
got
it just
beautiful
blown
blue
away?
day. No, we get a little windy and we get a little less fog today.
Good.
But you know, that's another thing too that we always talk about. You know, when Lance makes a joke and says, "What's it going to take to slow this market down?"
Right.
Well, even with the volcano going off for the last since December, we are not slowing down in the old home sales.
If anybody's new to this, there's two things I always say: inventory and the volcano. Those are the two things that affect our market here. And so the volcano did not affect our market this time. So inventory, and there's no sign of anything significant coming on in the next couple of years. So
Yeah.
there's nothing. We lost some bills that we were fighting for obtainable housing out in the Waikoloa area.
Really?
They squashed that. They said there was too much input and they needed another year to think about it.
Oh my gosh.
There was people testifying, I'm sleeping in my car overnight
Right.
to be at work the next day.
Yeah.
We need affordable housing here now. And they said that's too much to take in.
That's too much to
Let's
take
get-
in. They've
yeah.
been hearing the same thing for years now.
Yeah.
Throw the bums out.
Yeah.
Lance and I are going to be actually going for elected office here pretty soon. So can we take the heat? I don't know. So you have a question?
No, I just got a Kevin says aloha from poolside. He's watching you guys poolside.
Oh, there you
Alright.
go. There you go.
Kevin is one of our past clients. And
Okay, with Kevin Peterson sitting at the pool
Hey.
that we helped him get.
How is that pool, by the way?
Yeah, I think it's heated now too.
And then the other land says aloha.
Aloha,
Ah,
both you
Lance.
guys. Thank you. That's awesome.
Okay, so
All right, jump into condominiums. Median price last year, 403.5. If you remember the year prior to that, it was about 3.25, I think.
the year before that was like 265.
This year it is 465, so it's up $61,000, or 15.24% is our numbers. So
And good luck finding a decent 2-2 in that price range.
yes,
We keep looking.
So I just got a listing agreement signed today.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it because I don't know if I'm going to come out with it in the next few days. It might be a week, and I'm supposed to come out with it. It's a 2-2
Uh huh.
STBR license.
Yeah, yeah.
It is netting about $50,000 a year
Oh.
off of that. I don't know what the gross is, but yeah. So 2-2, walking distance in town, kind of, and price seems crazy to me, but
Oh, no.
all prices seem crazy to me. So that's all I can say. At this
Okay,
point. But
so it's
keep an eye out.
kind of an investor special.
Yeah.
So Brad says 3-7 realtor ease. I think that was referring to.
Oh, that realtor ease, you know what that means?
No.
That's a language you use when you're a realtor.
Oh, there you go. Oh, realtor ease.
Japanese,
There you go.
Cantonese,
so maybe
realtor
just explain
ease.
what the TMK is for just a
Thank
sec
you.
for all the
All
people.
right, I will. Thank you for that.
That's Brad.
I always do that, and it stopped me at any time. So 3-7, the Big Island is 3, and then the
No,
number.
but you have to go back from that. So there's a numerical system.
For the
Each
estate.
island has its own number.
Yep.
The Big Island is 3 because the
Yeah.
Oahu's like 1, and then someone's 2, and then so that is the category of the whole island 3, and
Yeah.
then it's broken down to further, which then brings it back over to West Hawaii, which is number
7.
okay.
And so a lot of times, if you look in the files on the 365, you'll have to look back a year or two, but they're in the files. We haven't uploaded that many. There's a map that'll explain that to you. So again, 3 Big Island, 7 is North Kona, and then it breaks down the address. So if you see a property come in that says 73 dash something, you know it's out by the airport. If it's 75 something, you know it's kind of off of Palani, right there at the downtown area. If it's 77, then you know it's at Laco Street.
No, there we go. Yeah, we're 76. So.
Yeah.
So a different Kevin says, aloha, thanks for being, I'll be there next week looking at houses. Keep the weather in line, please.
And the whales spouting out there too.
That's
Oh
right.
man, today it was going off. There's some breaching. I was sitting in Kahakai Estates, and there was a couple of whales that were breaching and blowing their spouts. It was awesome.
This is the best time to be there. I'm
And
going
then,
out tomorrow. Yeah.
Evie says, Julie, Lance, and Eric, you guys are the best.
Awesome.
And then we
Thank
got
you.
one more. Mark says, aloha from next to the wood stove. Must be cold.
What is that, Mark?
This is Mark Bishop.
Oh, Mark Bishop.
And then
Hey, Mark.
And then we've got it says,
Mark
are we
bought
going to see a
property
lot
here
of
also.
are we going to see a lot of multiple offers for condos?
Oh yeah, that's seriously happening. So.
Yeah.
And condos where homes have started. I'm starting to see the appraisals kind of keep up with the homes.
Yeah.
It's interesting. They're not with the condos. We just had one that was off by about 40 grand.
Oh.
On a condo, so we may be looking for backups on that. That's a 1-1. Excuse me. I can talk about that one. It's a 1-1. Casa de Imdeco, 450 would be the price, and that is it's an oceanfront complex. Several of you guys here have bought there.
Yeah,
So it's well sought after. Got 2 swimming pools.
Yep.
Saltwater one
Shop
up
bar.
front.
Yep. And
So,
you
yeah.
can use it for STVR if you wanted to.
Yes. Yep.
And
STVR approved.
Yep. In fact, one of our people who bought and waited, she just did I tell you that Jay Berg.
Oh no.
Moved in full time this week.
Oh
At
nice.
Casa Yemko.
Awesome.
So she's got a nice little view of the ocean, and she's happier than heck.
That is fantastic.
That could be you.
Yeah.
So okay, so wait a minute. So on the condos,
Yes.
you said the prices.
Yes.
Okay, and then you
I'll
also
say them again.
say it again. one more time.
$465 is the median
Okay.
price for a condo. So we're priced
Okay.
under median price.
Okay, it's a 465 is 22 though in general, kind of sort of. Yeah.
No, it's hard to say. They don't
Okay.
break it down that way.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah,
But-
that's kind of what you're.
yeah,
460,
kinda.
470 more for the 22s.
Yeah, I'll look that up. I'll
Okay.
just see what's out there right now. Let's see what's out there today.
Okay, and I'm gonna just put a little plug in for you guys.
Yeah.
We have Eric's working with a couple clients, and I also hear other people talking about trying to buy a condo here. Hey, you guys, this whole aversion to living small, you gotta make concessions sometimes. Eric and I had to move into a 1-1. We didn't really want to do it, but that was all that was available in our price range. So we had to take a fixer-upper 1-1 with 2 kids. If we can do it. So
Anybody can do it.
right,
You
and
gotta-
also
yeah.
you know what?
I remember those days too.
Yeah, it's a, and you know what? You maybe at least you get in the market and you hang on, and the price goes up, and then you maybe can like switch out. But waiting and waiting and waiting, the prices are going up every single month,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah,
it's like
totally.
it's like almost like you have to really kind of say, how bad do I want to live here, right? To say, what are you willing to put up with? And and I'm not saying buy a complete tear down,
Yeah.
but we've had people say, well, I'm waiting for granite countertops, or we need, this, or we need that. Well, when you only have 3 things to choose from and 40 people are making offers,
Yeah.
if you will just kind of zag left when everyone else is going right, it
Yeah.
might be a good opportunity.
Yep.
So,
Totally.
that's
totally.
my thing. Sorry. Okay, good.
So there's some leaseholds out there, but some of these it ends in 9 years type of thing. I mean, there's a Lee Villa leasehold priced at $229. It's a 1-1. Sorry, that's a 1-1 priced at $229 leasehold that ends soon. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
hard.
tough one. Leasehold fee simple. Kona Kai Studio. So the
Studio.
best price studio right now in the market's $355. That's the best price condo that's fee simple. Is $355. Next one is at $415, and that is a 1-1 in Kona Mansions. And Kona Kai, a 1-1 at $420. Elite Villas 1-1. Some Elite Villas are fee simple, some are leasehold, so that's a confusing one all the time. But there is a fee simple one there, twice the price at $425. $435 for a 2-2. Here's our best 2-2. Kona Coffee Villas $435.
Okay.
We've
And
sold a
Eric
couple
actually
of
went in
people
that, and it's a complete fixer.
Is it? Wow.
So-
We have sold some a couple of clients on here, Kona Coffee Villas.
Yeah.
And some very nice ones
Yeah.
that were beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
So if you have money to renovate.
yeah.
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 I know that for sure that one of our people is looking for condos in Kona on the call right now. So
Oh, good.
I'm glad that you ran those off so she knows.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So
Awesome. Next question we get a lot, and we were having trouble downloading this earlier, so I apologize, but I do have it pulled up right now. Condos, of the 48 that sold, 33 of them were cash. So what's that, 15? 15 were financed?
yeah. So it's leaning towards cash buyers.
Yeah. We got
Okay.
over 2/3 are cash buyers for condos. So that's, because we always get a lot of people talk to us about that, and they're thinking, I don't have cash. I got to get a loan. I'll never win. I keep getting outbid. Several things, Kimmy and I just closed that house that went for $60,000 over listing, and we did take a financing offer over some cash offers because they were using a local lender, and we knew the lender. We were able to reach out to them. And they did do an appraisal waiver. So, it's good. If you come in, $30,000 over the next one, and you give that appraisal waiver,
And you have the money.
yeah, you got the money, then it's a good deal. I think in your last, we had an excellent talk last time with Scott, and then when you
More
did
like
your the whole team here with all of our realtors island wide, and went into some great scenarios. If you guys haven't seen that one, that's a great one to watch.
Yeah, go back. It's the one that has all these little faces. It was a Zoom call that we did with all of our team, and Marla and Scott went from Winnigan team really dove in a little bit on some good information about mortgages in this market.
And we had someone in watching it that had some great questions.
Yeah,
There's some scenarios up that you just wouldn't normally talk about. It threw some curveballs. So I thought that was one of the best ones I think we've done.
Yeah, that was really good.
I thought it was a good one.
Yeah, because I actually told it strategies to win in this game. So again, if you have not seen that video, our realtors gave you some amazing insights and ideas about how to set yourself up for success buying in a hot market.
I got to tell you, 2 days ago, we beat out an offer in the 700s that had an escalation clause on it, and we did not have an escalation clause on it. It's all in how you craft the deal.
Ah, there you go.
So
yeah.
Don't like escalation clauses. Some of us do in the group. You'll 10 different realtors will give you 10 different opinions. So mine's not always right, but
it's like love letters. I keep hearing. I'm on a like a national chat for realtors, and somebody said, you know what, the rule should be no love letters, anybody, because some realtors are still doing it, and it puts them ahead of the guy that they're trying to represent.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and then sometimes when Eric's been asked by some of our people, like about bringing in, let me just tell the story of my family and why we should get that house. And Eric's like, you can't do that. And the reason is because the National Association of Realtors says it's a fair housing violation, that you don't want to steer people. If you give sellers the opportunity to pick who they want to be in that house, sometimes it's not fair for other people, right?
Right. It's mixed feelings, I mean, I get it. There's so many things. So they've done everything but outlaw it. You can still do it, but we discourage it. Our brokerage discourages it. It's not a good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's several reasons, from race to religion to if
familial
somebody's
status.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
You just don't know. There's some people like, well, how could that happen? It could be something as simply as a Christian family in front of a Christmas tree and a Jewish family selling the home. That could be the difference of like, wow, they were the perfect people, but maybe we want somebody of our own faith in there or something like that, and it has nothing to do with the realtor, but the realtor conveyed that, which makes it a fair housing violation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
it's ethics. It's ethics or it's law. It's law, not ethics.
It's ethics. So
there is fair housing laws, though.
There's fair housing laws, and that's where they're basing the ethics off of us doing that.
Yeah. So there's a little insight for you guys again. Okay, and then in terms of as what we're seeing now too, as again we talk about people getting priced out of the Kona market. How is Waikoloa doing?
Waikoloa. Let's jump into that real quick. So we're looking at South Kohala. So let's look at their numbers first to see what they did. So we're looking at residents. 18 sold last year, 18 sold this year. So dead even on the number of homes that sold. Condos, 37 sold last year, 25 sold this year. Yeah, what are we at? We're at March, so it was February. We were rocking. We were sailing along February last year, so we were moving pretty quick.
Yeah, that's really when it started really being on fire.
Off.
Yeah.
So that's good. So let's jump over to their actual prices. Residential homes last year $714. This year $962.5 is the median price in Waikoloa. It's a $248,000 increase.
34%.
34%. Woo.
Oh well, what?
Vacant land went from 300 to 700,000. Condominiums 697 went to 1.1 million. Condominium median price in Waikoloa.
You know what though? I'll tell you why that's not fair. Because like I talked to Jana, and she's like, "Oh, we have three, $2.4 million condominiums on the golf course in the resort." That completely skews all the little condos in Limilani and the Colony or whatever in Waikoloa Village.
I'm pulling them up. Go ahead. Keep
okay, so don't get discouraged on that. Eric, throw in. What's Limilani going for right now?
Last time I looked, there was 2 at 400.
So 400 for Limilani. That's a 2-2, and it's situated on the golf course in Waikoloa Village. So you can still find something up there, but it's not cheap. It's just. There's just at least it adds to the inventory that we have down here. You can look up there as well. Yeah.
So best price I see right now: 2-bedroom, 1 bath at Tamarack Pines, $359.
Hey, there it's a 2-1.
That's in Waimea though.
I was going to say I haven't heard of Tamarack Pines before. It's in Waimea.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is. I've shown in there. Pomokai Cottages is in Kamwela also. Their TMK number breaks them up weird too, so it makes it kind of hard. Let's jump down to Ali Milani, 400 even, 2-2.
Okay.
3 days on the market.
Hey.
So, well, another Ali Milani at 414, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's 59 days on the market. I wonder why that's been up there.
It's one of those fast sells. Those discount selling brokerage is what it is. And the tenants aren't leaving until mid-June or July.
Got it.
There's always a reason if it's sitting on the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there's several here under 450.
Okay, there you go.
So-
And also for those of you who are watching this Facebook and also on YouTube, if you want to be subscribed to a listing alert so you actually get this inventory information, homes into your inbox as soon as they come on the market, let us know. Email Eric at Ziemelis.com, and I can put that down below. And we have this fun little jot form now that you can fill out, and we will help you. Either we can help you ourselves, we can find people like Lance and our team members who have time and the inclination to be able to help you show your homes. What we have found, actually, some of our realtors are all representing buyers in the same price range.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to kind of like smudge people because you can't. It's not fair to represent like 2 or 3 buyers in the same price range, showing them the exact same inventory, right?
And Kimmy and I have run into that. We try to avoid that at all costs, but sometimes we wake up in the morning to 2 or 3 emails or messages from people. There's something that came out. Clients say, "I want to write an offer," and then I want to do that, and we're like, "Okay, we got to look at the timestamp."
Oh.
And then we got to look at
Who put it in first?
Yeah, who timed in first.
Yeah.
And then we got to split it up between us. It's like, okay, who are you going to take? I'm going to take. We have to split it up, and we're very good about that. And we're very diligent. We start taking our calls outside,
Oh.
and things like that because we have to represent them
Equally and fairly.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but it's never something we like to do. I don't like to be in that situation, but. Some of these people we've written 4 or 5, 6, 7 offers for, and the other one we wrote 3 or 4 or 5 offers on. And we've closed them. And we always dig each other with whoever actually
Wins.
win. I came in one day with a big sign around my neck saying "winner." But we're up again. I felt horrible too because I knew I won it before. But I watched her working so hard on her offer.
And you already knew that you had gotten it?
I knew that I was going to get it. I just knew, it's about relationships and things like that. Even though she's my wife, my partner, and everything else, I kind of called the agent and I said, you know what? They're asking they don't want to be out of there for 60 days. They want this, they want that. Well, I said, you know what? Cut to the chase. I think he wanted 90 days. And I'm like, tell me why he wants 90 days. Well, just, he's got all these bookings in the next 2 months that he wants to reap in the benefits from. I said, perfect. What is that? $5,000 a month? That's 10 grand. I'm gonna give you 10 grand more. Okay, now what?
Oh.
So I knew I had it. I just eliminated all the things. I got a 30-day cash close, and that's it. And I saw her working at crafting everything, and I felt bad for her. So
I'm telling you guys, it's nice sometimes to have somebody who just knows how to go in there and dig it. So good for you. That was
Thanks.
pretty good. In fact, when Eric was looking at a home and the listing agent was sitting in the living room, we started asking him questions about what's it going to take, because that was pretty clean. They just want to get out. They just want to sell the house.
Yeah.
So sometimes they don't have a story,
Yeah.
but sometimes they do. Right?
and the one I just beat, again on with the escalation clause. The buyer went in there. He saw how clean the house was. He was an electrician. He'd been around construction. He felt comfortable. Remember, we don't have heating and air conditioning and things like that here. You got roof and walls. And then appliances, right? When you do your home inspection. I mean, you do want to worry about earthquake damage and things like that, but he was just comfortable saying, you know what, I love this home. Do not let me not get this home with. Oh. So I was stressed and I was sweating bullets for a while, but I
made it.
I made it. It happened. So.
Well, I'll tell you, Kate. Can I tell you your story?
Yeah.
We've had this happen to us 3 times in the course of 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on island. I see this home. Oh my God, it's my home. Please let me have it. Are you qualified to buy this? Do you have a pre-approval letter? Not yet. I'm like, you know what? Now it's going to take you a couple days to get that pre-approval. Meanwhile, other people are putting offers on these houses.
Yeah.
And all 3 of them by the time that they got it together, the house was gone.
Yeah.
So
there's multiple offers in by
Yeah,
then.
so
you have to be there, and you
have to be you have to have your you have to be good to go when you
Yeah.
decide to make an offer on a house right now. So, okay,
So I'm doing smallest to largest. We just did. So I'm looking at the condos because I got those pulled up right now. So of the 48 that sold last month, 26 of them sold in under 5 days. So 26 sold in under 5 days. So if you get here, you don't get in to see it till the second day, maybe, or the third day it's been on the market. Then you got to go take 3 days to get pre-qualified. You're done. You're out.
Done.
It's already in escrow.
Yeah.
Get pre-qualified before you get here.
Yeah.
Get pre-qualified with a local lender too.
Yeah, and also we talked about this in the group that was coming up. Condo tells that they're a little bit of a different kind of breed because you have to get a different kind of lender sometimes. Like so, what we try and do is I really like the Winnebago team, but they can't lend on condo tells, and we do have 1 or 2 other people that you can actually call to get a loan set up locally if you think that maybe a condo tell is where you want to go. But just so you know, if you know, that's why you want to get ahead of time. Like one of the people on the call, she asked me that question about condo tells, and then I told her that you can get basically an SDVR on almost every single condo up and down the entire coast. It's all in that resort range.
Right.
She said, well, maybe it doesn't. I don't need to have a condo tell. Maybe a condo is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah. So it's.
Yeah, it is important. Like to say to know which ones are and aren't, and a big thing too. You guys might have heard this, but that whole collapse in Florida last year.
Miami.
How long has that been? It's been like a year.
It's been a year, I think.
So, anyways, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac just changed their lending standards. If there is anything on the report that talks about holding money out for future repairs that are structural, done. Loans off. Can't get it. So, and that's just recent updates. But it's
no, is that something a realtor has to put in the listing notes? So before you even make an offer on it, you would know that.
I mean, a good agent should put it in the private remarks. You might not want to put it
Publicly, okay, but at least that your realtor can at least know before you
know.
decide to put an offer on it that maybe that's part of the experience if you don't have cash.
Well, and remember now, that's where your local lender comes into account here, because your local lender can find some banks that'll work around it. 2 of them that'll do that typically is First Hawaiian Bank and Bank of Hawaii. So, and they only work with a handful of local lenders. They don't work with the, sadly, they say Marla and them are not part of that
right.
deal. They've got some great loans. We love using them. They're fantastic. But there are some hotels that these banks are reaching out to the people that they've used for 20 years, and they're getting it done. So it is important. That's the most important thing about this. Can't tell you how many times we've been to the finish line, and because somebody just demanded that they use their lender. Their best friend or their brother-in-law, their sister-in-law, whoever it is on the mainland, get to the end and run into that problem.
Right. So okay. What else? Anything?
The only thing I was pulling up here, the home sales. Let's look at that. We are looking at how many of those closed in cash. So we had why did that pop back up to condos? No, we got 38 there. We're good. So 37 homes, and we are at 16. 16 were cash.
Okay.
So half of them were loans. So
okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Interesting. One of them was at 16 million. That was a cash deal.
That'll mess us up.
7 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. So big one, I think, there in the cash category was a $16,575,000.
Wow.
Days on market, 0.
Oh, wow. Somebody, great.
Yeah.
Probably a Russian oligarch. Let's. Is there any questions?
No, we're doing good. We did decent people, but nobody's sparking.
No question. All
okay.
right.
Yeah. I got one for you.
Yes. Okay.
Do you think the war in Russia is going to have an effect on real estate?
I don't think so, unless it escalates to World War III. Then
that's a bad day, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be a bad day. But I don't think so.
No, you don't see any impact on the. No, okay, that's fun to see.
Yeah, not that I've been through. I've been doing real estate 18, 19 years now. It's my 19th year. I don't think we started any new wars. We were in Afghanistan, but it was started, I think, prior to that. That was like 20 years, I think.
Yeah.
So, but in all those years, it didn't have an effect, and it didn't have an effect when they pulled out. So, I don't see this changing anything.
Okay. And then give these people here a real quick a little something to make them want to jump in and listen to the whole cesspool legislation act that we're going to do on take 2 of this video.
Real quick, I guess just a brief thing is we've been telling people for years as we sold them homes that were on cesspool that the current law reads that it has to be done by 2050, and that's all that it had. There's a study group out there that is working on a plan of how to obtain that, and that is due out in December. And in the meantime, they snuck in 2 bills this year to bypass that. So if you want to hear the dirt on that,
Tune in. So we'll have Lance's fight for the rights of homeowners going in. If that's it, I'm going to give you guys 2 things though. Just take with you there. If you're on YouTube, if you want to be part of the live audience and be able to ask questions of Lance, and also if you want to put in questions ahead of time that we can answer for you, please join our 365 Ohana, and you can do that by going to movetohawaii365.com and click on the Join Ohana. And with that, you also get free PDF copies of our books, and also you get a chance to join a private Facebook group where that's where this is going on, and then also the newbies groups too. So do that. And we will give you some great information about buying a home. You guys over in Facebook world, thank you very much for joining us, and stay tuned as we start talking about cesspools next.
thank you guys.
Aloha.